What's up? What's up? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is. Once again, it's your boy Easy Work Boxing, man. You see the name back there, man. We're about to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Nobody talking no racism. We got to talk about the news of Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, Crawford versus Canelo, Canelo versus Crawford, whichever way you want to put it. They saying it's supposed to happen on Mexican Independence Day in September, y'all. It's going down. One of the biggest fights we didn't had in years. Well, the recent biggest fight we had, was of course him, Terence Crawford versus, Spence Jr. Another big fight we should have been had by now, but Canelo Alvarez don't want to step up to the plate. Would have been Benavidez versus Canelo, but this the biggest fight that's coming up. We got people going against Crawford. I'm reading articles where people literally are just trashing Terence Crawford. He just trying to get a big payday. He ain't doing it for legacy. He just want a big payday. This and other. I thought it was prize fight. He trying to go out the man, 38 years old. He trying to get his bread. Sit down with his children, retire probably after this fight. And this fight right here, in my opinion, will make Bud Crawford one of the greatest fighters ever. You understand me? If not number one, somewhere between in the top 10. He surpassed Floyd Mayweather, in my opinion. That's what the comment section for. If you feel differently, let me know. Let me know. But in my opinion, already done surpassed Floyd Mayweather. But if he goes out there and he moves up these weight classes and challenges and defeats, which I believe personally he will defeat Canelo Alvarez, then hey, the boy one of the best, man. He will be the best ever, especially of his generation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to give him his props, even if you hate him or love him, which I believe he gonna go out there and beat him. Crawford is an excellent fighter, strong. He already walk around naturally at 168. That's what a lot of y'all are not understanding. If you go back to the fight, after the fight with Spence, he set up and he told the interviewer, he said, what are you sitting, what's your walking around weight? He said, my walking around weight is 168 pounds. So this is really nothing. And also, it's already been stated to show you how confident of a fighter this man is. He ain't asking that Canelo Alvarez come in with a rehydration clause. And for one, I believe he's saying that because it's a possibility. Well, it ain't a possibility. Canelo would not give Crawford any advantage. So he's really, in my opinion, not requesting a rehydration clause because Canelo would then stop the fight. No, I'm not finna, because he wouldn't bow down to Crawford's demands. Crawford wants to fight. Canelo really saying he don't need it, he don't want it. But a payday is a payday. So I hope Canelo Alvarez, take the offer or whatever he gonna get paid. I know it's gonna be a big payday for him, and we get to see this fight. Now Amir Khan, one fighter that has, challenged both of them, came up short. And what's crazy about it, both of these guys stopped Amir Khan in the 6th round. Amir Khan in the Crawford fight, though, he went to complain about a low blow and he just stopped. But, we all know what really happened in that situation. He just didn't want to get knocked out by Crawford. But for us to talk about this and discuss this, we got to talk about the weight. The weight is an issue, but like I said to somebody, we was talking earlier about this fight, being a bigger fighter, to me will make Canelo Alvarez slower. Now, one thing that can happen, which if you think about it, Crawford can outbox Canelo Alvarez all night. But one punch Crawford does not see can basically stop Crawford from coming out winning this fight. So this is really a challenging fight for Terence Crawford, especially moving up in the weight classes that he has. But then, in my opinion, if Jermell Charlo can make it 12 rounds, I feel Terence Crawford can make it 12 rounds. I think that Crawford has more IQ. I wouldn't say power and stuff like that than Jermell Charlo, but I think his boxing knowledge and IQ is way better than, Charlo's. And I think Terence Crawford will be able to pull it off. And then you got to also ask yourself this, if they were at the same weight class, if Crawford was naturally at 168 pounds, which this don't mean nothing, I'm just asking the question. But if Crawford was naturally at 168 pounds, who would win that fight off just skill set? Of course, I would go with Terence Crawford. I don't know about y'all, but that's who I would go with. That Terence would beat him if he was naturally at 168 pounds. Skills pay the bills. at the end of the day, which they both are skill-set fighters. You can't say Canelo ain't got skills, but, you know, to me, Canelo is really a limited fighter. He just going to have the power advantage when it comes to Terence Crawford. You know, Crawford, to me, has a better arsenal and IQ than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo really just relies on power, throwing power punches. If you could stay away from that, jab them, and, you know, you possibly can come up with the victory. But that's what we're here for, to comment for and talk about the situation. Hey, I got the link up at the top of the comments. You're welcome to come on and discuss this with me if you would like. When Bud seen Charlo go the distance with Canelo, and Canelo didn't even come close to stopping Charlo, and Bud knew he could have beaten Charlo before he even fought Canelo, it was a wrap. I agree with you on that. Magnetic, thank you for tuning in, my brother. Stay true. Rich B, Kill to Survive. Thank y'all for tuning in to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, when he saw that, I'm sure he was sitting there like, you know, if you couldn't knock out Charlo, you couldn't really do nothing with Charlo, even though Charlo was doing mostly running, wasn't really fighting. You know, I possibly got a chance of coming in there and taking the throne at 168. You know, I feel I'm a better fighter than Charlo, or a well-rounded arsenal. Then, hey, let me take a shot at it and get a payday. You know, and let me be great. Go up and see what I can do for my legacy. I'm already better than half these dudes that's out here. My legacy stacked up like, you know what I'm saying, in you out and ooze it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let me try to go out here and be greater than them. You know, so let me go and challenge, you know, the top dog at 168, Mr. Canelo Alvarez. You understand me? So hopefully we get to see that fight, man. What's up? Y'all gotta come on with it. He got more power than Charlo. I wouldn't say that. Well, Bud did stop 11 people back to back, 10, 11 people back to back. But I just can't say, because Charlo got power too. You know, he slept my boy Erickson Lubin. You know what I'm saying? To be exact, that we really want to talk about it. He hurt my boy Erickson Lubin. I was very upset about that fight because I was watching that fight. I actually went and bought a Showtime subscription that night to see my boy get knocked out. I was very upset. But Charlo got power too. You know, we just can't sit up here and act like Charlo ain't got no power. You know, so I gotta turn this off, y'all. It's bothering me. I'm sorry, I gotta turn it off. It's bothering me right now. I know it's probably bothering y'all too. So, but yeah, it's Charlo got power too. Just can't say Charlo ain't got no power. You know, Floyd beat him 12-0. He was way smaller than Canelo. Exactly. That's some people got to understand when they talk about this size matter. And yes, size matter. We all understand that, okay? But Floyd went out there and beat Canelo, and he was about 20 pounds heavier than Floyd Mayweather on fight night. So skills pay the bills. So everybody who out there just counting Bud out and saying, oh, he too big and this, that, and other, skills pay the bills. I just wrote down some stuff too of fighters that moved up. Sugar Ray Leonard moved from 147 to 160 to beat Marvin Hagler. You understand me? You understand? Spence moved up from light heavyweight with a 46-pound advantage Larry Holmes had and beat Larry Holmes. 46 pounds. Huh? Yeah. 46-pound advantage, and he still lost. Okay? Henry Armstrong, Homicide Hank, that's what they call him. Homicide Hank, that's what they call him, moved up from featherweight and fought Bernie Ross at 147 and won. Skills pay the bills, baby. Don't count them out. Don't count one of the best out there right now out. One of the guys that's going out there to actually stamp his name in the Boxing Hall of Fame, boxing legacy. Don't count them out when it's been done before now. James Toney moved up. A former middleweight, Roy Jones, former middleweights, moved up and became heavyweight champions of the world. What they talking about? Huh? Let me cook. What they talking about? Huh? What are they talking about? He just went to war with a Belangua. What you mean? 12 rounds with Belangua. Belangua was getting knocked down by folks, other opponents. True enough, Canelo knocked him down too. But he couldn't get him out of it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all see, just pay attention. He stay away from black fighters. Canelo don't want no problems with no black fighters. Shout out to my Mexican brothers and sisters. It ain't about no color. I'm just saying, when y'all know how it is when it comes to black Mexican fighters, you know what be going on. He don't want no smoke with no black fighter, especially a black fighter with skills. You understand me? He learned his lesson. He learned his lesson when he went across Floyd Mayweather. You understand me? One of the greatest boxers I ever seen, but not the greatest of all time. I'm gonna say that to you. One of the best boxers I ever seen, but for sure, not the greatest of all time. If you really know what you're talking about with boxing, and he ain't 50-0 when he fought a UFC fighter and became 50-0. Floyd is 49-0. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Yeah, Crawford have better IQ. Thank you, Rich B. Thank you, Rich B. Also, if you want to support the channel, because we ain't rich over here, baby. You understand me? You see it going across the bottom, the Cash App at the bottom, or you could go to Super Chat. So support the channel. You know what I'm saying? I truly appreciate you. Charlo went for the payday, y'all. Charlo went for the payday. See, that's what a lot of people probably thinking that Crawford, if I lose, I get a big payday. No, that ain't Crawford mentality. If you been and you seen Crawford, how he talk and how he move, that man ain't coming out there to lose, y'all. He's not coming out there just to get a payday. That ain't how Crawford move, y'all. That's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be a challenging, good fight, man. That's gonna be worth paying your money to see. What it do, Free Mind? How you doing, my brother? Bud gonna have to outbox Canelo for sure. For sure. But then, you know, like his trainer said, Bomac said, you know, that probably ain't gonna work, you know, with the politics of boxing. You know, Bud gonna have to really like do something to tire Canelo out and try to beat him up in the later rounds. You know, it's gonna have to be something similar like that. Box him and make a move, you know what I'm saying, and tire Canelo out. If he just do the Floyd to him, well, they might try to cheat him. You know, y'all gotta remember this is a black fighter. Finna possibly go down as one of the best to ever do it, y'all, in years. Beating Canelo Alvarez, you know, going the floor route, he gonna have to, you know, put a lot of landed shots out there on Canelo Alvarez to walk away with that victory. You know what I'm saying? If you feel what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have to put a lot of shots on Canelo to go away with that victory. It can't be close. It cannot be a close fight, y'all. That's something we cannot have on that night. Not a close fight. Because if it's close, y'all know what's going to happen. Of course, they're going to get to the money man, Canelo Alvarez. It can't be close. Bud going to have to purely outbox the hell out of Canelo. Trying not to cut Canelo Alvarez and, you know what I'm saying, literally fight him. Literally fight him. And now, you know, we can't take nothing away from Canelo. The boy a monster. You know what I'm saying? He a monster himself. You know, he go out there and he get the job done. He got skill set too. You know what I'm saying? He'll knock out artists too, even though he ain't knock nobody out in a good little minute though. You know what I'm saying? He knocked nobody out in a good little minute, but at the same time, he can hurt you. He swings with power. Canelo tries to punch through walls. This is still a dangerous fight for Terence Crawford. But me personally, I believe Terence Crawford can pull it off, y'all, and come out victorious. You understand me? Everything the Lord gave Canelo Alvarez mad problems. Laura's style is similar to Bud. In some way similar, you know. I would say not enough punch output though. Bud got a high punch output. You know, Bud gonna throw some punches. You know, Laura, he's trying to hit you with the 1-2 straight. You know, I say Bud would do more than that. But you know, as far as, you know, moving around the ring, you know, IQ and looking for good shots, counter punches, and you know, yeah, Bud could do that. But as far as punch output, Laura didn't have that much of a punch output. He was really just trying to. Laura really just focused on hitting you with his left hand. Laura don't even throw right hooks for real, uppercuts, nothing like that. He catch you slipping and pop you in your face with the left hand. You know what I'm saying? But you know, shout out to Laura. You know what I'm saying? He on top of what he doing right now at 160. You know, he just beat Danny Garcia, the first man to stop Danny Garcia. So, you know, he out there doing this thing. You know, can't knock him. Can't knock him. Crawford's skills and adjustment during his fight is better than Canelo. Bud knows how to turn over when he's behind. Yes, and one thing Bud better do when he's fighting Canelo Alvarez is put that jab hand up. Put that jab hand up. Put that jab hand up and nullify and stop Canelo's jab and see what can Canelo do behind, you know, if his jab is being blocked. You know, that's one thing he need to do. When you stand in front of Canelo, hold that jab hand, block his jab hand. Make Canelo not want to throw the jab because he's already seeing it being blocked already. And I think that'll open up a lot of punches for Crawford, you know, with the reflexes that he got. A lot of straight drop right hands, you know, pawn. And when Canelo try to come in, pop, you see what I'm saying? Or straight left hand pop, you know, just a lot of punches he can work off that if he puts his hands up and block that, you know, that jab of Canelo Alvarez. All great fighters, all greats have moved up and weight. Yes, sir, they have. Troy, what up? What up with the Troy? What's going on with you? If any fighter can pull it off, it's Bud. Of course. You know, that's what we're saying out here. Even though a lot of people don't want to agree with it, they want, you know, it's a lot of Bud haters running around here. You know, a lot of people still mad that he beat up on their boy, you know, Errol Spence Jr. They still butt hurt from that. So, you know, people gonna sit up here and hate. Then we got the Canelo fans as well. You know, Canelo got some fans think he'll be God. You know, I bet you Canelo Alvarez. I bet you God won't come fight Canelo Alvarez at 168. I bet you Canelo Alvarez will beat Jesus at 168 pounds. Y'all crazy. You see, that's how Canelo fans is. Some of them. But a lot of them are really, you know, pissed off about the fact of what he's doing with David Benavidez situation. But if there's one man out there right now, you know, who's a smaller man with skills, Bud, that guy, you know, who could go out there and give him a challenge and possibly beat him. Michael Moore, Holyfield, Tony, Chris Bird, Roy Jones. Oh, yeah, Michael Moore, yeah, where he moved up from light heavyweight to heavyweight. Yeah. Light heavyweight to heavyweight. LOL. Bud better ask for PDT. Oh yeah. Let's not. Oh, come on, y'all. We got that's something. Thank you. Free mind. We got to remember this Mr. Eat a Steak. This Mr. Eat a Steak. Come on now. This Mr. Eat a Steak. You understand? Mr. Steroids. Y'all know. Oh yeah. We got to have some testing going on in that fight. Got to have straight VADA, straight real deal testing for that fight, y'all, because we already know that boy will take some. He will take some. Thank you, Free Mind, for reminding us that. He Mr. Eat a Steak. Yes. Yes, sir. We got to do something about that. See what's going on with that. But, you know, I want to know, you know, how y'all feel about the fight, how the fight will look. Me personally, I think all Bud has to do is really fight off the back foot. When Canelo come charging in, trying to hit him with the big shots, grab him, clinch him, reset him, push him off, start back on his offense. Stay on the back foot till the later rounds. You know, use his jab. If Canelo comes in, when he's grabbing and clinching, body shots. Hit him in the top of his hip. Hit him in the side. Whatever you can do to slow Canelo Alvarez down and take away some of his power. You know, and then let's not forget Canelo Alvarez is a front runner. Let's not forget Canelo Alvarez is a front runner. So let's just hope he don't get tired out. But then you got to wonder, with Bud carrying that weight, will Bud get tired out? See, it's a yin and yang in this thing. You know, you got to keep it 100 when you're talking about this fight. Bud carrying all that new weight in the ring. Now, of course, we all know, and he said that, you know, he naturally walks around at 168, but can Bud carry 168 for 12 rounds efficiently? That's a good question as well. You see what I'm saying? So the Bud come out on top in this, haters got to stop. All the hate got to stop. You got to give him his props. He come out on top. Canelo will be trying to hit Crawford with body shots. and his left hook on the front foot. Yeah, that's why Bud really gonna have to stay away from him. Bud gonna really have to use his legs, box, and move. Of course, he's gonna be trying to hit it with them body shots. To weaken his legs, slow Bud down. But that's where the clinching coming in at. When Canelo coming in, Bud getting off his offense. Soon as Canelo come in and try to throw them big hooks, reach in, grab him. Body shot, body shot, body shot, body shot. Turn him, push him off, reset. Come on, let's go, Canelo. Come on, let's go. You can't let him sit there and hit you with them body shots and things like that. In fact, I'm going to do a prediction on this fight. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the Charlo fight and look at certain things. You know how I do, y'all. And, I'm going to break it down on how I'm going to see it. But this is a 50. Well, dude, with the skills of Crawford, you will say it's a 50-50 fight. But with the weight advantage, I got to say 60-40. Just being real. Just being real. Most channels are, they real Bud fans like that. Me, I keep it fair and square. Due to the weight advantage and the power of Canelo Alvarez and the fact that he may come in even bigger than the 168. Well, the fact that he gonna come in bigger than the 168 pounder. I got to say 60-40. Even though I believe Crawford has what it takes to beat him. But anybody who sit up and just tell you this is a 50-50 fight, no, it's not. This is not a 50-50 fight. This is a 60-40 leaning towards Canelo Alvarez way. If you want to be real about it. But can Bud win? Yes. And I hope Terence Crawford wins this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a baby boy on here. Look at this comment right here. Smoking and talking about stamina is diabolical. Do it look like I'm in a boxing ring? Do it look like I'm in a boxing ring? Grow up, boy. Get off my channel if you acting like a kid. We talking about boxing over here. Don't worry about me. Don't focus on me. Bud will shock the world and retire. I think that's the best thing to do. He ain't got nothing else to prove. But then it would be greater if it was undisputed. If it was undisputed, it'll be even more better. But of course, he got to go up and fight. I mean, Canelo got to fight for the IBF title. They say he's supposed to be doing that in May against what's his name? William Skull, who has the IBF at 168. He'll have to go and challenge him, defeat him. It will be way better. Which wouldn't really matter. If Crawford beats, undisputed at 168 would be great. You know what I'm saying? 3-time undisputed champion, moved up all those weight class, 3 weight class. 154, 160, 168. Moved up 2 weight classes now, and won, and became, undisputed 3 times. Man, that's God's-rific, as Baby from Cash Money say. That's God's-rific. You understand me? So, it's a possibility. But Canelo, I would love to see Canelo go and get that IBF title back and it be undisputed. But even still, if it was to go and he's just he win the unified titles, that's still still go down in the history books. Moving up from 168 and became a unified champion. Not unified, but a multi-champion at 168 is amazing. So, I like to see this fight. I hope to see this fight. I think Bud got everything it takes to go out there and win this fight. But we have to say there's a 60-40 advantage, when it comes to it. Then we got to think about the negotiations. Yeah, y'all know Canelo is a diva now. He the money man. I hope he keep it fair and square. It ain't really nothing to keep it fair and square about that. Canelo is the A side in this fight. Let's just be real. He is the A side in this fight. He can make possible demands that Terence don't agree with to stop the fight. So even though we talking about it may be in September, y'all, ain't no telling what Canelo may come up in his mind and say he want to have and what he want to do. He may want a little bitty ring. He may want Crawford to wear certain gloves. It may be a certain situation that go on in a fight where Crawford just say, you know what, it ain't that deep. I don't even want to take that challenge. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. I don't need you that bad for my legacy. Where I gotta wear. You want me to wear a certain pair of underwear? I can't. You want me to box in a ring that's small as hell, so you could just catch me and I can't move? No, I ain't with that. I ain't got to do that. Forget it. We ain't got to fight. So hopefully, Canelo, and I mean, he been fighting smaller fighters most of his career. I don't see what's the problem with fighting Crawford. He fought Amir Khan. He was small. Or Zito Lopez. He was small. Matter of fact, let me go to box Rick for Canelo Alvarez and pick out some small fighters. Like I said, Amir Khan, Josito Lopez, who else? Jamel Charlo. So he's fought smaller fighters before. So I don't understand. For he ain't gonna get no credit for it. Y'all gave him credit when he fought them. Y'all gave him credit when he fought them. So why he ain't gonna get no credit if he fight Crawford? Don't be coming making all these excuses, man. Don't be coming making all these excuses, man. This is a good fight. All right. He done fought smaller people before. Ain't nothing wrong with him letting Crawford get in the ring and share the ring with him. You understand me? But see, it's the fear. It's the fear of knowing that he could possibly lose. Let's see, Canelo Alvarez 62-2. 62-2. Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he's 62-2. Let me see. Edgar Berlanga, Muhammad Mungal, Charlo, John Ryder, Caleb Plain, Billy Joe Sanders, Albert Yield, Caleb Smith, Sergio Kovalev, Daniel Jacobs, Roger Field. Oh, let me keep going down. Liam Smith, American, Miguel Cotto. Oh, now Miguel Cotto was at what, 160? James Curlin, Floyd Mayweather. Oh, Floyd. He fought a smaller Floyd Mayweather. Let's not forget Floyd. Smaller Floyd Mayweather. Shane Mosley. So, let's not act like he ain't, winning. He was also small. He was 155. Yeah, but where did Amir Khan come from? Where did Amir Khan come from? I think Amir Khan came from what? 140? Then Amir Khan come from 140? Let me look up on this right here. Yeah, I think Amir Khan came from 140 and fought Canelo. The bout was contracted to weight at 155 pounds, who weighed in at 155. Alvarez retained the title. Well, he ain't showing right now, but yeah, I think he came from 140 and fought Canelo Alvarez, so he done fought smaller fighters before. Good point you tried to make, D-Lo, but at the point, it still don't make no sense. He fought him at a lower weight. So he done did it before. It shouldn't be no problem with him stepping in now with Terence Crawford, unless he's scared. And for him to, this really sad that you got a guy this big. Well, he won't fight David Benavidez either. So why not challenge yourself and fight Crawford? Why not give your fans something that they may want to see, something they will pay for? Because you fight Edgar Berlangos and people like that, that ain't what people want to see right now, Canelo Alvarez, for you to be the face, one of the faces of boxing. It's crazy that people call Tank Davis a face of boxing and Canelo Alvarez a face of boxing, and both of them ducking people. That's a little crazy, ain't it? That's crazy how y'all sort of saying both of them are the face of boxing and they ducking everybody they need to fight. Yeah, but that's the truth of it. They both doing the same steps. Gervonta Tank Davis is following Canelo Alvarez's blueprint, and also Boots Ennis right behind Gervonta Tank Davis following Tank blueprint. Low reward, big rewards for low risk. Boots, Tank, and Canelo. That's what they doing. That's the system they following right now. And everybody's saying that these some of the best fighters out here, and they ain't fighting nobody. But when they get a challenge, even a challenge that's too small, or even a challenge just moving up, they can actually fight. Oh, we can talk. We can talk. No, make the fight like you made with the other fighters. Make the fight like you made with Josito Lopez, Floyd Mayweather. The fighters that you thought you could whoop because they were smaller than you, which you whooped some of them, besides Floyd. You beat the rest of them. But now when it gets to Terence Crawford, we can talk. No, make the fight. Because you ain't going to fight David Benavidez. You crying about 25 pounds with David Benavidez, but yet you went up to light heavyweight and fought Sergey Kovalev, Bivol. You became a champion at 175. When we all know that 175 pounds has come out bigger and way more than the natural 175 pound weight limit. But you crying about 25 pounds with David? Y'all get what I'm saying? You crying about 25 pounds with David, but you out here going up to 175, challenging the Crusher, which that was a rigged fight, y'all. Sergey Kovalev, like I tell y'all all the time, needed money for that lawsuit that he had. He sold that belt. He literally leaned his head into that right hand punch. But you ain't got to believe me. You ain't got to believe easy. You just gonna think I'm a hater. I ain't a hater, no, man. I tell you the truth. Sergey Kovalev sold that belt to Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he did. He sold that belt because he needed that money because he was going through a situation. But take nothing away from Canelo, but yeah, Sergey Kovalev took it. But Canelo, it seems like if you have a possibility, a chance of beating him, he don't want the smoke. He don't want the smoke. Been ducking Demetrius Andrade for years, and of course some fan gonna get on here and say, well, David Benavidez beat Demetrius Andrade. Canelo didn't. And if you've been watching boxing like I've been watching boxing for years, this man been chasing Canelo since 154. 154. Every time it was time for Canelo Alvarez to be undisputed at 154 and 160, guess what he did when he seen Demetrius Andrade had them WBO titles? What was it, the IBL? I think it was the WBO. He moved up and ran to a new weight class. But then he sit up and he say that Demetrius Andrade he's a horrible fighter. He's a horrible fighter. Then why you ain't getting in the ring with him? Why Canelo Alvarez ain't getting in the ring with Demetrius Andrade if he was such a horrible fighter? Who's undefeated, who's a champion? You just fought Edgar Berlanga, who ain't have no belts. Edgar Berlanga ain't have no belts. Herman Mungai. Didn't nobody want to see that. Herman Mungai. Didn't nobody want to see that. Wasn't nobody begging Canelo Alvarez to see Charlo. Wasn't nobody begging for him to fight Jermell Charlo. Who people been asking for him to fight? Huh? Huh? Who everybody been asking Canelo Alvarez to fight? David Benavidez. But look what we keep getting. Salute to you, Legacy man. Look what we keep getting as boxing fans. Come on now. But me personally, I think he wouldn't. If he was thinking about fighting Terence Crawford, he ain't gonna go fight William Skull and get that belt back. And you'll know it. Let William keep the belt. Now, if I do take the fight, if Crawford should win, then at least he won't be undisputed. At least he won't be undisputed. Now we just ain't gonna give it to him like that. Hell yeah, Canelo Alvarez scared of David Benavidez. Hell yeah, he's scared of David Benavidez. It ain't no way around it. Some people don't. We promise you, He's not scared of a David Benavidez. What you call somebody don't want to fight somebody? Scared? What you call somebody send them asking for 150 million to get in the ring with somebody? Scared? Scared? He's scared. Canelo, don't be scared. Don't be scared. He's scared. Not saying that he's scared of him as a man. Canelo been boxing since he was a kid. No, he's scared of the loss. And another thing Canelo don't want to do is pass the torch to another Mexican. Even though some of y'all say he Honduran or wherever he is, and y'all say he ain't Mexican, people still consider David Benavidez the Mexican monster, and he don't want to pass the torch to another Mexican fighter. That's what it's really about too. That's what it's really about too. Because David Benavidez, in my opinion, I just think, I don't know if he moving up, he plan on moving up to other weight classes. But who at 175 who could possibly beat? Because I know it ain't Bivol. Bivol can't beat David Benavidez. It's footage out there where he was beating the hell out of Bivol. I don't know if Bivol was tired. Let me say that first, because I don't want to just say that and then somebody pop on here and say, oh, Bivol had already been sparring 2-3 other people when he was sparring David Benavidez. On the video that I saw with my two eyes, he was beating the hell out of Bivol. Now, Better Beef, I don't know. I don't know what he'll do to Better Beef. But Canelo don't want them problems. Canelo he wake up out his sleep and holler when he see Dave Benavidez. He wake up out his sleep and holler when he see Dave Benavidez. How much credit can you give Nello for being Bud? What you mean, like on a scale of 1 to 10 or something? Or are you just asking me? What you mean? Like I need the best way to answer this question so I won't seem like I'm biased with it. We got to remember the fact that Canelo's supposed to win, bigger man with skills, supposed to beat a little man with skills. So what you mean on 1 to 10? That's what you asking me? On the scale of 1 to 10, how much credit would I give him? You know, that's what I'm trying to see if that's what you're saying. Also, y'all can come up on the channel, man, if y'all want to talk. You know, I'm open to opinions. I don't block people like most channels. I'm open to hear whatever you got to say, your opinion of the fight. Please come on and talk with me. But are you saying like how much credit 1 through 10? 4. I'll give him a 4. That's how much credit I'll give him for beating Bud. And I'm only giving him 4 because who Bud is. I give him 4. That's about as much credit you can give him. He's supposed to win. When Floyd fought Canelo, even though Floyd won every round, judges still. Exactly. And I just said that earlier. It can't be a close fight. It can't be a close fight. And then y'all I think that was a Golden Boy fight too. And y'all know Floyd used to work with Golden Boy. That's how that fight really was made for real. With Canelo and Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather through Golden Boy. Y'all know they paid one of them judges. Let's just keep it. If you watch that fight, go and watch Canelo Alvarez versus Floyd Mayweather right now. And I guarantee you will say yourself, ain't no way in hell that could have been a draw. Or even close to a draw. But they tried it. They tried it. Canelo gonna beat the brakes off Lil Bud. Possibility. I ain't one of them channels that gonna tell you it can't happen. I ain't one of them channels that could tell you it can't happen. But we gotta admit, Canelo ain't beat the brakes off nobody in a long time. That was a dumb question. Canelo got credit for wins he never deserved. He got credit for knocking out Kirkland. One-handed fought in 2 years. The other one was a worse opponent than Bud. Hey, somebody getting at you. D-Lo, somebody getting at you. Canelo get credit for everything he do. For everything. I remember he fought, what's that boy name? Damn, what's his name? Saunders. Yeah, when he fought Saunders. I ain't really want to give him no credit for that. I ain't really want to give him no credit for Saunders. Even though Saunders came out there, Billy Joe Saunders came out there for a payday. You know, he got hit in his eye, and then all of a sudden he just quit. You know, he went out there for that payday. That's what Saunders really went out there for. The Saunders I seen before didn't look like he was really coming out there trying to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is an incredible fighter. Yes, he a good fighter. Ain't nobody saying Canelo ain't no good fighter. Don't get that twisted. The man is what, 62-2. He a good fighter. He is a good fighter. I used to say that he lost to Laura, but then I watched it again. You know, I did watch that fight again, and Laura wasn't doing enough to win that fight, y'all. I watched that fight again. I ain't being biased. Laura, and you see, if I want to just make Canelo look bad, if I was being biased, I'd say that Laura beat him too. Laura did not beat Canelo Alvarez. He wasn't really doing nothing. He was landing some pot shots and stuff like that, but he wasn't. I mean, Canelo made the fight. Canelo made the fight. He was a credible opponent, but I didn't give him really no credit for it. It was something that was going on. I can't remember right now. It was something that was going on behind the scenes or something that happened in the process of that fight happened on why I really didn't give him no credit. Or maybe the other way around. I ain't really sure. Maybe I didn't give Saunders any credit for the way he went out. Let me see. Floyd beat him 12 rounds. It's not impossible. Facts. True. Canelo is an incredible duck. That's true too. He's an incredible duck. Also, Tank is an incredible duck. Boots is an incredible duck. There's a lot of incredible ducks running around here. They ought to make a cartoon called that, The Incredible Duck. I have all three of them as superheroes. Tank, Boots, and Canelo as superheroes. The Incredible Ducks. Triple G beat Canelo. Oh yeah, I knew it. I knew it was a fight I was missing. Hell yeah. Triple G beat Canelo Alvarez the first fight. Yes. I kept saying, if you ain't noticed, stay true. I kept saying, I'm like, that ain't his only loss. I kept thinking about Laura, but then I was like, no, I rewatched the fight with Laura. Laura didn't beat him. It was a Triple G. That first fight, Triple G beat him. And they robbed the hell out of Triple G. Yeah. Just like they robbed Kovalev when he beat up Andre Ward. Just like they robbed Kovalev when he beat Andre Ward the first time. Yeah. Stay true. The Incredible Ducks. The Incredible Ducks. That's what they need to. They need to make a cartoon with Boots, Tank, and Canelo and call it The Incredible Ducks, where they run around as superheroes and fight. Yeah. You had it close enough to be a draw. I rock with you on that. Dark Man. Dark 80s Man. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm an EJ fan, but I give credit where it's due. Bud is like a little guy that will beat up your OGs. I'm just saying. That's like that. You'll be sitting there while one of your homeboys arguing with an OG. You like, man, leave it, man. That man, the OG, leave him alone. And then the fight happened. You be like, damn. You be sitting there like, damn, cuz I didn't know you had it in you like that, bro. Shit. You beat the hell out of that man. The OG want to kill him and everything now. You know what I'm saying? You like, I ain't know you had it like that. Hey, if me and you ever get to arguing, cuz, you know, we homies. We gonna let it go after I seen you do that. You're like, damn. Hey, get him off. OG get up, he was like, man, hey, I'm gonna kill that little young dude. I'm gonna kill him. You remember they say he was finna step up and fight Kenan Porter one day. Secret dance. See, I told y'all these folks still mad about the fact that he beat the hell out of Errol Spence Jr. I respect that though, Secret Dan's move. I respect that. He said, yeah, I'm an EJ fan and I hate Bud with a passion. Why you hate Bud with a passion? Is it because he beat him? He beat your boy? Stay true, dude, talking about a draw. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Bud had the whole Nebraska eating fried fish, man. Crab legs, lobster, oysters. He said it was a French a seafood boil that night. Thank you again, Dark 80s man. Thank you again, my brother. I truly appreciate you. Now, I'm going to be the biggest Canelo fan there if he's fighting Bud just for that one night only. Hey, I feel you, man. Do what you got to do. You understand me? If we're being real, Bud could have stopped EJ in the second round if he wanted to. Yeah, he could have destroyed. I think he wanted to beat the hell. I think when he was fighting, he was like, I ain't finna let him just get off like that. I want to beat blood out of him. Much trash he was talking at the press conference for his family. I think he did him like that for his family. Remember when Errol family was out there talking all that trash and talking about they'll do this and that and acting crazy? I think he wanted to embarrass Errol because he could have knocked him out. He could have knocked him out earlier in the ninth round or stopped him early in the ninth round. But I think he was like, nah, I'm finna beat on him. I'm finna make his whole family watch me beat on him. Had Errol Spence looking like the Elephant Man. Had Errol Spence looking like the Elephant Man in the back. I was like, dang, I couldn't believe. I knew Bud was gonna win, but I ain't think Bud was gonna win like that. I'm being real. I didn't think he was gonna win like not in that dominating fashion. I was telling people for 5 years they getting on my channel. Easy, you stupid. Easy, you dumb. You don't know nothing about boxing. Even Showbiz was out there telling people, oh, Errol Spence gonna destroy Crawford. Errol Spence gonna do this to Crawford. I'm sitting there telling y'all, I know I got a small channel, but I've been watching boxing since I was 8 years old. I used to tell them this. Any channel that tell y'all that Errol Spence is gonna beat Bud and he one-dimensional and Bud is not one-dimensional, y'all, somebody shoot like hell out there. And Bud is not one-dimensional. Y'all crazy. And what happened? Went out there and beat the hell out of Errol Spence. Boy, I'm sure his girlfriend probably slept. She probably slept, went over her homegirl house at night. I'm gonna go kick it with my homegirls, Errol. You all right? You all right? Okay. I'm like, girl, I ain't gonna lay up on it. Did you see what that boy just did to him tonight? And he be talking about he would choke me out and he'll knock me out. Knock that dude out. Knock Crawford out. I'm gonna be back, Errol. I'll be back, baby. Yeah, she's like, knock him out like you say you're gonna be knocking me out. Yeah, do him like that. That was ooh. I always hated, but he just looked like one of those sneaky that always standing behind you with bad vibes. No, you didn't. You ain't always hate him before then. Don't say that. You ain't feel like that about Bud. How can you hate a man who's doing right by his family in the sport he's in? Wrong with you. That guy weirdo. Hey man, some people, they don't like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people don't like him, but he don't do as much as he don't do nothing really like these other fighters do. I mean, it's fighters that love Tank, and he out here disrespecting the man family. Tank out here talking about folks' wives and children. Y'all know that's a no-no to the code of the streets. You know, some gotta have about behind that. You don't talk about no man's wife. If me and you gotta be, that's between me and you. Now, if I say something about your old lady, yeah, say something about my old lady. But you know what I'm saying? And I keep telling people, I said it in my last video, he gonna get stepped to about that. I guarantee y'all. It may be a year from now. It may be, I'm telling y'all, they're gonna see each other somewhere, and they're gonna be watching, gonna be another video like he was tapping on Teofimo bird head like a woodpecker. Watch, he gonna, hey, what's up now? What's up now? And we gonna see what Tank gonna be talking about all this. Oh, we would have been got him if people came to the streets. It would have been we'd have been done if we came to the street. Tank, you don't do nothing but beat up on women. You don't do nothing but beat up on women and boxers that you may come up in weight and rehydration clause and catch weights. That's all Tank do. Tank ain't finna give y'all. Tank ain't finna give y'all the fights y'all want to see. Stop supporting Tank Davis. Do not pay for that pay-per-view. You will be a fool to pay for a pay-per-view of him fighting a lightweight that ain't fought nobody. You'd be a fool to pay for him fighting a lightweight. I mean, no, not a lightweight, a super featherweight that ain't fought nobody. But he won't fight Shakur Stevenson, and Lamont Roach lost to Jamel Herring. Lamont Roach lost to Jamel Herring, but you won't fight Stevenson? Come on, man. Come on, man. Errol looked like he was allergic to a beast, man. His face, boy, he looked like Elephant Man. You remember that it's a movie back in the day with a white boy. Yeah, I don't know if they called him the Elephant Man or something. It was a white boy had a stroke. How you say it? His face wasn't structured right. He used to have the long curly hair, red curly hair. It's a movie in the 80s. I was like, damn, man. Like no, not The Mask. It's an old movie with a white boy. His jaws real big. His face like it's out of proportion. Not The Mask. It ain't The Mask. It's an old movie, y'all. He had long curly red hair with some freckles on his jaws. They was real big and pushed out. I can't think of that movie. I think it was The Elephant Man or something. Or it was a white boy though. Errol looked bad. Then his family out there. That's the movie, Elephant Man. Yeah, that man. Boy, he beat the hell out of Errol Spence. Now this is the thing though. What a bud could stop Canelo Alvarez. It's Mass with Sheriff and Eric Stoll. That's the name of it. He was also named Mass. I thought y'all was talking about The Mask with Jim Carrey. I'm sorry. So y'all were right. Yeah, Mask back in the 80s. Okay. Elephant Man was in black and white. Okay. Thank y'all for letting me know that. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't always right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't always right. But let's check something out. Let me see. Let's look at reach. Canelo Alvarez got a 70-inch reach. Bud has I think Bud got a 74-inch reach. John Clark, what's up with you? 2 Cents Boxing, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. You know, Bud got a long reach. He can use that jab. That would be effective, out there. Bud, I think, is taller than Canelo Alvarez, too. Let's see. Well, 1 inch taller. Bud is Canelo is 5'7.5". But Canelo 34. Bud with 38. 37. We're really 38 now, I think. And when is his birthday? They got Bud's birthday up here. No, they ain't got his birthday up here. Well, I think 38 years old, 4 years older than Canelo Alvarez. You know, but Bud don't drink nor smoke, you know what I'm saying, like most fighters do in the off season. So he probably got a young body still. You know, all he do is work out like Demetrius Andrade. You know, they don't get caught smoking weed or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? God bless you too, John Clark. I thank you, my brother. Changing my name to CJ Rodriguez. I want a payday. Who you got? What? Pacheco versus Steve Nelson. I'm really unfamiliar with that fight. I don't like to lie to people, so I'm not gonna get on here and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go for Steve Nelson." See that I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I ain't never really even checked the guy out. You know what I'm saying? But let me type his name in as we talking, and let me see, look at him and see how you spell his name. Pacheco. Highlights. And Steve Nelson, and also this something else we gotta think about too. Don't nobody be talking about. We gotta remember Terence Crawford is with Bo Mac, and I know that y'all saying like, so what? He with Bo Mac? Oh well, let me tell you why. 3 trainers, huh? 3 trainers, 3 trainers. That's what people be forgetting about with Bud. Bud got 3 different trainers. You know how they say 2 heads are better than 1? That's 3 different people looking at film on Canelo Alvarez on how to beat him. There's 3 minds coming together and giving him a blueprint on how he can, which there's already a blueprint on how to beat Canelo Alvarez. But there's 3 minds telling him and informing him, hey, this is what we're going to do out there with a major game plan to defeat Canelo Alvarez. That's why I say, let's not forget he got Bo Mac. Let's not forget the team he got behind him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Canelo will be 35 by September, and Bud will be very close to 38 of not. Okay, so, you know, they ain't that far from, you know, around each other. Hell, Floyd was 36. Floyd was, what, 36? Canelo was, what, like 24? And got cooked. He got filleted. He got filleted in front of everybody. You understand me? That first big fight of 2025 to me. Oh yeah, that's one of the biggest fights that's going down. Oh, if I ain't really checking out the boy you just told me to look up on. Steven Nelson trains with Bud. Yes, he trained with Bud. You know, still got them good trainers over there with Bo Mac. You know, hopefully they give him a good game plan. But what weight class this boy fight at? What Steve Nelson fight at? What weight class? Cause this dude look like he don't play. Oh, he don't play. Diego Pacheco, 168. Oh shit. He don't look like he ain't playing no games with nobody. 19-0. Oh, he brutal. This dude here brutal. Hold on, let me look at some Steven Nelson. Set up another page. What's his name? Who with Bud? Steve Nelson. Let me see some Steve Nelson highlights. Steve Nelson highlight. Let's see what's going on with Steve Nelson. All right, let me see. Bud about to run around like like Charlo and get his payday. Hey, if that's what the case is. Oh, Steve decent. I won't say Steve as powerful as a young boy, but I see he strategic. Steve ain't no bad fighter. That's a good fight though. From the way I'm looking at it, that is a good fight between them two. Steve Nelson 36, Pacheco is 23, big age difference. But a smart game plan, maybe Steve can go out there and pull it out, which still, if I'm mistaken, Steve Nelson ain't been boxing that long, you know what I'm saying? So, ain't no telling how long this young boy been boxing. So he might have more experience, and then he younger. But that look like it's a good fight at 168. And both of them are undefeated, right? One 20-0, one 19-0. So what I'm saying, that'll be something to see. Either I don't mean to get off topic, but what happened to Gary Russell Jr.? Gary Russell Jr. was wanting to do more clout chasing than fighting. That's what happened with Gary Russell Jr. He wanted to do more clout chasing on interviews than actually get out there and do something. That's what happened to him. I used to be a fan of Gary Russell Jr. till I seen that he was a fuckboy. I really thought that he was a respectful dude, like an honorable dude, until he did it. Gary Russell Jr. I couldn't be around Gary Russell Jr. He too fake. He a fake dude. Gary Russell Jr. is fake as hell. Which Benavidez and Morrell stayed at 168 and stopped chasing out the Canelo division. Division would have remained lit after Canelo. Canelo should have been stripped a long time ago. He got to be paying Mauricio Sulaimán. I bet you, if we can go and find transfers from bank accounts, I bet you Canelo paying Mauricio Sulaimán. Ain't no way in hell he ain't been stripped yet. Ain't no way in hell Canelo Alvarez don't supposed to be stripped. How not? How in the hell is he walking around still with a WBC title? This man been his mandatory for damn near 4 years. How is he walking around with a WBC title? Same way that Charlo was walking around with a WBC belt and was laid off almost 3 years. So who you think Al Heyman was paying for that title? Al Heyman did. PBC done. PBC done. When Tank fights somebody and lose, if they don't collect no more belts real soon, PBC done. Well, they got Rayo at 140, but 140, Rayo ain't a headliner like Tank. When they lose them belts, PBC is done. That's why they ain't gonna let Tank fight nobody. Tank all they got. Tank all they got right now. Tank the last mother breathing on they like Death Row Records right now. They like Death Row Records like right now. Tank the last mother breathing. When he lose, bye-bye PBC. You seen what happened to Mayweather Promotions? What Mayweather Promotions at? When Tank left Mayweather Promotions, what happened? When Tank left Mayweather Promotions, there was no more Mayweather Promotions. So they destroyed Showtime. Al Heyman destroyed Showtime. Amazon ain't got no type of deal with them besides a pay-per-view deal. That's all Amazon allowed them to do, pay-per-view. You ain't seen no more free fights on Amazon or nothing have it. Yeah, because they number the pay-per-view deal. And they gonna ruin that. Al Heyman, Al Heyman should know better than to have this boy go out there and fight on the first pay-per-view of Amazon. Y'all gonna let him fight Lamont Roach Jr.? Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? Fight off the back foot when he get close and try to throw them combinations, grab him, clinch him, push him off you and reset and restart your offense all night. Keep a jab in his mouth. Keep a jab in Canelo's mouth all night. Stop chasing me. Canelo wasn't want to run a fade with either one of them. No, he ain't. He ain't. Canelo really need to retire or move up. Just let the belts go, man. Just let the belts go. You just sitting there holding up that division, man. Let that man shine. And let's just be real. Benavidez is a weight bully too. David Benavidez is a weight bully. The only reason he pushed the fight up to 175 is to possibly not give Morrell an advantage of beating him. That's the only reason he took the fight at 175, and the fact that he can't really make 168 no more. He should have been at 175. But after he went and fought that guy who been off for 4 years, that Gavich or Gavakic, however you pronounce his name, and he couldn't be the monster that he was. Somehow he got injured that fight because he couldn't knock that man out like he do everybody else because he was fighting a natural fighter at the same weight that he was. He realized, oh, let me go back down to 168. Boy, wasn't nothing wrong with you. Let's be real about the monster. The monster moved up and seen he won the monster at 175. Let's just keep it real. We're going to keep it real over here. The monster moved up to 175 and realized, oh, I can't do this. I can't do what I was doing to them. Yeah, because they up there just as tall as you, coming in just as heavy as you, and all. So you can't do too much with them like he was doing with 168. Mauro Charlo was supposed to be on Tank undercard, but he said he's not ready to fight. Man, since that girl left him, he didn't know what to do. See, that's what happened when you marry them Instagram models. I made a mistake and got married too. But that's what happened when you marry them Instagram models that want to deal with you because you're rich. That's why he going through that. And his brother Charles Jamel said they told him not to marry that girl. See, they get all that money and then they want to go get a girl that's mixed or Jewish, and no disrespect to anybody, Jewish, Italian, and all that, and they pretty and all that, and then they take all their money. Girl on the internet clown them, talk about he ain't got no money, his house gonna get took, but he ain't got nothing. This supposed to be this what happened when y'all go and get them internet girls pregnant, them OnlyFans girls or them Instagram girls, cause they pretty and they ain't black and they light skinned, and then they run and ramsack your account. Yeah, so that's probably why he don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why. He got other stuff to think about. TMT, wow, they faded out faster than Vanilla Ice. Gone. Ain't no more Mayweather promotions. And then he wants to sit, Floyd Mayweather want to sit up here and fire Leonard Ellerby, who been his right-hand man, who been the most loyalist man to him in the sport of boxing. And you going to fire Leonard Ellerby, try to embarrass him. And that's why Leonard Ellerby probably like, I don't give a damn. We finna go out of business anyway. I don't care. I appreciate you, man. Tell them again, man. Y'all read that comment, man. Y'all like and subscribe. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying please to nobody, but subscribe to the channel, man. We keep it trill over here, man. You understand me? I'm going to tell you nothing but the truth. I'm going to tell you what God loves. Yes, sir. They don't want to run me up. You know what I'm saying? They hate me from my other channel. Y'all know I got another channel called Truth is True. You know, I don't spit nothing but the real out of my mouth, man. And they don't like that, so they try to hold me back. But we going to get there. Easy don't quit. Easy don't stop. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Canelo, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to say your name. Sanctus. You know what I'm talking about. He took a dive. He might still lose his power not moving. His power not there moving up. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm saying. No kissing, no hug. That's exactly what I'm saying about Benavidez trying to move up to 175. When he fought that dude, he realized he wasn't no monster at no 175. He wasn't no monster at 175. Talking about so he was hurt, he got injured. Boy, wasn't nothing wrong with you. Wasn't nothing wrong with you, Benavidez. You just couldn't go out there and be a weight bully. Them dudes up there the same size as you. A huge Morrell fan, so it's no surprise. I'm going with Morrell. I want to go for Morrell, but then, you know, Morrell do got an advantage from his amateur career. You know, a lot of people looking at the fact, oh, he got 10 fights or something like that. He ain't good. He ain't good enough to beat him. But David Benavidez didn't have an amateur career. Yes, he did. He was like 12-0 before he became professional. He did have an amateur career. But if you want to say experience, well, when it comes to experience and professional, David got it. But experience from the amateurs, as far as boxing IQ and stuff like that, you gotta go with Morrell on that. Both Mel and Charlo are wasting their best years being in the. They made too much money. That's why the PBC failed anyway, paying fighters too much money. That's why I ain't seen my boy Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is my favorite fighter. Keith Thurman brought me back to the sport of boxing. I stopped watching boxing till I seen Keith Thurman arguing with Paulie Malignaggi one day. Then I started back watching boxing. Mel got his bag against Canelo and ducked out. Yeah. If I don't know how to say his name, had fought Adonis Stevenson, fought Benavidez, David would have got stomped, in my opinion. Better be ruined that dude long ago, not the same guy. Yeah, and then he had been out 4 years. He hadn't boxed in 4 years. And Benavidez still couldn't go out there and be a monster to him. Thank you, no kiss, no hugs. He still wasn't a monster. And this man got knocked out the last fight and been out for like 4 years, and he still couldn't go out there and really do nothing to this man. Morrell is literally the more experienced boxer. Because he had more amateur fights than David had in his whole boxing career. Put even with his amateurs. With David Benavidez's amateur career and his professional year, the boy had more amateur fights than David had in total. So I can agree with that. Maul had more talent, but only fought one fight in 4 years against David Benavidez, brother. I told you he going through about that girl, man. Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman right now. Keith Thurman. And the reason I say that, Keith Thurman ain't never took a beating like Errol Spence took. Vazdik. Okay, Vazdik. Keith Thurman ain't never took a beating like Errol Spence took. Errol Spence really don't want to fight no more, y'all. Errol Spence really don't want to fight no more, y'all. Please hit your like buttons if you haven't hit your like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you would like to support the channel, y'all see it going across the bottom of the screen. Errol don't want to fight no more. He like Tina Turner. I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really want to fight no more. I don't really want to fight no more. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want to do Nathaniel. He don't want to get in no boxing ring no more. He don't want to do nothing. He better keep promoting. Morrell may get beat once he start getting hands put on him. I have to see how he reacts to Benavidez punches and pressure. You know, me too, real boxing IQ. That's just being real. we need Keith back in boxing for sure. His press conferences were the best. Yeah, man. Keith was that dog. Y'all remember Keith Thurman, who really made the PBC. Let's not forget, Keith Thurman was the fighter that brought that the PBC was standing on at first. Let's not forget that. Keith Thurman was the man. Then Errol Spence came along and piggybacked off Keith Thurman's name because Floyd Mayweather, that's when they made the first super belt for WBA. Floyd Mayweather ducked Keith Thurman and held up Errol Spence Jr. as a bulletproof vest. And then people started talking about Errol Spence, and he was piggybacking off Keith Thurman's name. That's how Errol Spence got brought about and got noticed. And it's facts. This ain't no cap. This ain't no hate, no nothing. It's facts. Floyd was supposed to fight Keith Thurman and ducked him. Floyd ducked Kell Brook. Floyd ducked Amir Khan. Floyd ducked a lot of fighters now. Let's not get that twisted. He ducked Kell Brook, ducked Amir Khan. Floyd ain't never been undisputed. So you got to be ducking. That's the best thing about undisputed. Any fighters who ain't never been undisputed, ducked. I'm going to say that again for y'all. Any fighters that have never been undisputed, ducked. Andre Ward, too. Unless they had a short career, they ducked. How the hell you got 30-some fights and you ain't never been unified? I mean, you ain't never been undisputed. Duck. I hate to say it. Floyd, one of the best fighters I ever seen in boxing. Ducked. Never undisputed. 49 fights, never undisputed. Floyd, I don't think Floyd... Has Floyd ever held three belts simultaneously? I don't even think so. Yes, he did, because when he fought Barrios, I think when he fought Barrios, he won 3 titles. But I don't think Floyd, Spatafora, he did that. When they get that check, they retired. I mean, you got to think about it too, though. These dudes you got to exercise, work out, run. They've been doing this since they were kids, man. And now I literally got enough money to where I could sit down and just take care of my family. I ain't got to do push-ups, sit-ups, nothing no more, get punched. Most of all, get punched in my face no more. Get punched in my face no more. Hell yeah, I'll go sit down. I done stacked up $7 million. Hell no, I ain't gonna fight no more. I ain't gonna fight no more. And see, that's something good to see about with Bud. Bud still got hunger in him. Bud been had money before the what's his name? Errol Spence fight. Bud had 39 fights before he fought Errol Spence. He been getting money. He probably wasn't getting the big paydays he getting now, but Bud been getting money. And he's still going. So that show you the difference of his mind in the sport of boxing and what he wants to do in the sport of boxing. He could have been retired. After he beat Errol, he could have retired. Hell, after he just beat Madrimov and went up and got another division, he could have retired then. But Bud just want to be great. You got to love him for that. I don't see how anybody can hate on him. He just want to be great. That's rare right now in the sport of boxing. That's rare in the sport of boxing. I didn't see Floyd Scope. I didn't see this fight in his highlights. Hold on, let me go back and watch this. And y'all check out my video I did too on the prediction of Floyd Schofield versus, Shakur Stevenson. I think Floyd Schofield is a hell of a young fighter, but at the end of the day, he ain't gonna beat Shakur Stevenson. I got Shakur Stevenson like dismantling him a little bit after the 8th round. I think Kid Austin, gonna get exhausted or he gonna get frustrated and get the hell beat out of him. That's just my opinion. Y'all got 10 more minutes, probably 5 more minutes left on the channel. Secret Keys lost some rounds to Barrios. Fam. The ones he got hurt to the body and Keith took off flying like a yeah, they used to love get on my boy Keith. Keith get hit to the body, he ain't nothing. Hit him to the body. Yeah, Keith, when he get hit to that body, he did it in the Sean Porter fight too. Sean Porter caught him with a body shot. And he went to running and back, But hey, still became unified champion, man. And even in that Manny Pacquiao fight, that could have been a draw for real. Because Keith brought it back to him, probably lost by 1 round or it could have been a draw. That was a good fight against Manny Pacquiao. Keith got hard. He fought with a whole hematoma on the top of his head against Robert Guerrero. This man's head was this big on the side and still going out there fighting. Keith had hard, man. That's still my boy. Keith Thurman is still my dog. You understand me? He's still my dog. But Bud and Canelo, this is gonna be an amazing fight. I can't wait to see it. I hope it come through. I hope it happen. I want to see it bad. We got to get this fight made, We got to get this fight made. Yeah, do you think he will ever fight again? I doubt it. I don't think he's going to fight again, y'all. I don't think Keith going to ever fight again. Yeah, his dad is pushing him in fights for paydays, in my opinion. He told me, I'm going to show y'all that Floyd is the best to ever do it. Man, get the hell out of here. That boy shouldn't be fighting Shakur Stevenson right now, especially when y'all just seen him fade out in his last fight. He just faded out in his last fight against a fighter that ain't nowhere near Shakur Stevenson level. And you going to put him right in the ring with Shakur Stevenson? That boy going to gas out about the 8th, 9th round, and Shakur going to go to tagging on his head. It's either going to be a 12-round decision or the referee going to stop it or they're going to have to throw in the towel. Watch what I tell you. Remember me telling y'all this. Floyd Schofield is not going to beat Shakur Stevenson. He's not. Like Tevin Farm, I said that earlier. Most definitely, he needs to fight somebody of that caliber before getting there with a Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, they earned the fight, though, from doing their talking, but the boy is not ready. That boy ain't ready. He just gassed out. He gassed out. So nah, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the fight for him right now. His dad are messing up real bad. But y'all gonna see fight night. Remember what Easy told you. Now. His dad had messed up real bad. That boy ain't no champion. That boy got an interim belt. That boy ain't no champion. I think Austin is going to be more competitive than most. Shakur had hand issue. If he hurts his hand again, the fight he might have to bite down. If he ain't hurt his hand, it's gonna be hell for Kid Austin. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all, it's time for me to get off. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel like I asked. You know what I'm saying? Please do that. Y'all have a blessed night. I thank y'all for tuning in to the channel. And y'all stay tuned to the channel. We're gonna keep it rocking. This your boy Easy Work, man. I'm up out of here. Peace.